Coming up on Dateline. Stone?
Thanks, John. We're taking you on a wild ride down the most dangerous roads in America. Dateline spent months finding out why certain roads have more fatal accidents than others. Sometimes the greatest danger is drunk drivers or speeders, but sometimes it's the roads themselves that can be deadly.
They have severe curves. They have narrow lanes. You have to be constantly vigilant because you make the smallest mistake, you could pay with your life because there is no margin for error on those roads.
The most dangerous roads in America. Is one of them in your town? John?
Thanks, Stone. That's Dateline tonight at 7/6 Central Time. Brian Williams will be here tomorrow. I'm John Siegenthaler reporting from New York, and I'll see you back here again next weekend, if not before.
Right now on Access Hollywood.
The gang's all here.
Right.
As Star Wars mania hits full throttle.
It is the $12 billion phenomenon.
But it almost didn't happen.
We'd run into a lot of weather problems. The sets had blown down.
250.
As the fifth hits, the maker reveals all.
The studio didn't really care.
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
From the original trailer to the auditions.
She knows the art of mind control.
What's the little droid carrying? The outtakes. Action.
The costumes. Plus, who didn't fly solo?
What's that little droid carrying? It's so blasted important.
See why fans have been lining up for 30 years.
I've seen it already. This is seconds.
And check out the extremes they will go to.
I made a Star Wars car. I actually ended up putting this thing together in about 3 months.
You're coming in too fast. Then who did we hook this fan up with?
We have the answers.
We're doomed.
No, we're just getting started.
Lights, camera, Star Wars.
Wall-to-wall Star Wars action. I love this. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Potts.
And I'm Sean Robinson. Get that thing off me. One of the most beloved film franchises of all time. It all started with George Lucas's masterpiece, Star Wars, which left an indelible mark on moviegoers.
May the Force be with you. Use the Force, Luke. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Stormtroopers, lightsabers, and of course, the always lovable Wookiees.
Star Wars created a whole universe that infiltrated pop culture and in the process became a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
Star Wars changed, the face of filmmaking. It's one of those phenomena that's going to be talked about, studied, broken down forever.
The first movie excited people so much, and it's, kind of inspired Matrix and Lord of the Rings, all those epic trilogies.
It's almost impossible to find anyone in the world of fantasy that wasn't touched somehow by this.
Remember the chills you felt when you heard that music for the first time? A new universe was ours, thanks to George Lucas.
Well, I think it's a wild kind of universe and it gets people going. They like to see these strange worlds, all these strange creatures.
You're coming in too fast.
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
The trailer said it simply, but from the moment Star Wars opened, nothing has been the same.
We're doomed. I know what to expect out of it because I've seen it already. This is seconds. And it's fantastic.
People fell in love over and over again. The obsessed fan was born.
I've already seen it. I'm taking my children to see it.
The first time I was here was the first day, and I was just really blown away by it. It's really a visual phenomenon.
As Skywalker, Solo, and Vader blasted into the national lexicon, Star Wars grossed over $400 million domestically, an unheard of number at that time.
It got an amazing response. I used to drive by and look at the lines and think, what? I mean, it was the first sort of blockbuster.
The film's impact was immediate. It resurrected Fox Studios from the ashes and even turned a couple of robots into superstars.
R2-D2, hurry up.
And as fans cranked out the cash, Lucas cranked out the merchandise, records, toys, masks, cereal boxes, bubblegum cards, and the inevitable Pez dispenser.
You sort of realize I'm not really famous. Princess Leia is, and I look like her.
But it became apparent that Star Wars was more than just a pop culture phenomenon. It spoke to a nation on a much more profound level.
George Lucas' Star Wars lifted us out of our sort of depression of the 70s and into an awareness and a focus on space and its possible future.
Even Ronald Reagan co-opted Star Wars to describe his vision of a space-based missile defense system, much to the delight of Democratic senators.
The only thing the president didn't tell us last night was that the evil empire was about to launch the Death Star against the United States.
But after Return of the Jedi, the only Star Wars on movie screens was in spoofs like Mel Brooks' Spaceballs.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
And Clerks, directed by Kevin Smith.
What did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back? Empire. Blasphemy.
Then in 1999, Episode 1, Phantom Menace hit theaters, uncorking years of pent-up Star Wars desire. Fans around the world camped out for a first shot at tickets. They read Star Wars books, played Star Wars Monopoly, and dressed as their favorite characters.
Sieben sind ständig hier im Feld.
Hey, who knew those guys were German? And merchandise at the stroke of midnight in a toy store far, far away, the feeding frenzy began. And resurrecting the franchise with an entire galaxy of characters, Lucas has created legions of new fans. And once again, Star Wars was a part of pop culture. Suddenly, people were defining their lives through the sci-fi spectacular.
People would come up to you and relate it to their life story. We met on this one, we were married by that one.
I think it's amazing that today's pop culture, and I mean, so many decades really, can have something like that to claim and connect each other, through generations. It's really neat to have that.
And yes, the phenomenon continues with the final Star Wars film, Revenge of the Sith. I saw it. It is very, very good. And Lucas is rolling it out in a massive way with premieres all over the world, including 10 red carpet blowouts right here in the U.S.
Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi.
Stormtroopers, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, even R2-D2, The Empire Strikes, coast to coast. And the master Jedi himself, George Lucas, kicked it all off in San Francisco.
How do you feel about tonight? I mean, it's San Francisco. It's kind of a hometown thing.
Yeah, well, the film was made here. This is where most of the work was done, so we're very proud of it.
This is where the fun begins.
And here is a blast from the past. Entertainment Weekly's photo of a young Lucas and Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, before it all began.
You, my friend, are like a James Dean stud. Look at that. Yeah, this is when I was a young lad, 30 years ago. One last thing we're going to do. We're going to send it, you and I from San Francisco, we'll send it to Sean Robinson and Mark Hamill in L.A. Should we do that? Okay. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, George. I am with Mark Hamill, and this is a very, very special movie for you tonight, isn't it?
Very excited.
New York Star Wars fans turned out in force. And where we unveiled to Jackson his master Jedi action figure.
So what happens when you wind him up? Nothing. You didn't do anything.
Can I keep it?
All right.
If I'd wanted to play the best part in it, I would have wanted to be Han Solo.
The Force was strong at the Washington, D.C. premiere with Princess Leia herself, Carrie Fisher, taking part in the action.
We must eliminate them and all who stand in our path.
The Chicago premiere used the power of the dark side for good, raffling off a Dodge Viper fit for a Sith Lord. While in Miami, it was all about the good times, grooving to the sounds of the Star Wars Cantina. And so with the Revenge of the Sith, the Star Wars saga finally comes to an end.
But coming up, we check out how it all began.
Yep.
Kurt Russell as Han Solo, Cindy Williams as Princess Leia.
It could have been a whole different movie. The making of Star Wars is coming your way next. Access Hollywood brought to you by Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch Cereal. Sounds good.
Johnson, Smith here tells me he's now fired you 15 times. Yet every day, here you are. So why don't you leave?
Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch with honey granola clusters, crunchy flakes, and tasty raisins.
I understand you. You don't take no for an answer, do you? Smith, be more like Johnson.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch. Sounds good.
Want longer, stronger hair? Introducing new Garnier Fructis Long and Strong with active fruit concentrate. It's proven. The exclusive anti-breakage system reduces breakage by 80%. New Garnier Fructis Long and Strong makes hair up to 5 times stronger. So hair can grow even longer. For hair that shines with all its strength, new Garnier Fructis Long and Strong. Garnier.
My, that is quite a tummy. But, Mom, your toddler's stomach is really only about the size of her little fist. Right now, it's important to make every bite count. That's why Gerber Graduates Garden Mashers have a third less sodium than the leading flavored instant mashed potatoes, plus a full serving of vegetables. Gerber Graduates, nutritious, delicious foods made just for your toddler's tiny tummy. Start healthy, stay healthy. Shouldn't your toddler still be a Gerber baby?
I know that look. You're thinking about the delicious, nutritious salmon in New Beneful Healthy Radiance with omega fatty acids for that thick, shiny coat. Just look at that healthy glow.
New Healthy Radiance. Another healthful, flavorful, Beneful.
Icebreaker's liquid ice? Thanks. Ooh, I think it's liquid. You're probably right. It's a tiny liquid mint. I'm wrong. You're right. It's ice. It's liquid. It's ice.
It's both.
It's liquid. It's ice. It's Icebreaker's liquid ice.
I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Star Wars is tightly woven into our pop culture fabric now, but when it came out in 1977, no one has seen anything like it. The film took moviegoers on one wild ride through hyperspace, but that was nothing compared to the difficult journey Lucas took getting the film to the big screen. Who could forget the opening title crawl of Star Wars? With the feel of a 1940s sci-fi serial, moviegoers were first introduced to the most successful space saga in Hollywood history in 1977. $798 million worldwide, in fact. But it took time to get here, so let's rewind back to the funky summer of 1973. That's when an up-and-coming director named George Lucas had an idea. He wanted to make a film in the vein of the popular Flash Gordon serials.
People said, of all things to pick, why in the world would you do that? It's the traditional, ritualistic, coming-of-age story.
But Lucas's coming-of-age story had a slightly different look back then.
There was a point where Luke Skywalker was going to be a midget.
What?
And all the people, you know, on the farm and everything, the aunt and the uncle and that whole group were all going to be little people.
And the striking differences don't stop there, folks. Remember the handsome Han Solo? Yeah, well, it would have been a totally different movie with Han Solo, the Green Beast.
He did start out as a, monster or a strange alien character. I finally settled on him being human.
Wise move. Now, after making those key changes, Lucas began pitching his polished script. Most studios turned him away, but it was only after 20th Century Fox said yes that Lucas began months of casting his galactic fairy tale.
Well, she's part of the royal family. They don't get anything out of her. She knows the power of mind.
Yes, that's William Catt, who went on to The Greatest American Hero, auditioning for Luke Skywalker. His competition, a 24-year-old Mark Hamill.
She's part of the royal family. They won't get any information from her. She knows the art of mind control.
Okay, and how about Kurt Russell as the Millennium Falcon's trusted pilot?
What's that little droid carrying that's so blasted important?
The script was unlike any I'd ever seen before.
While Harrison Ford loved the script, he was first told he couldn't even audition for the role. You see, Lucas was looking for total unknowns, and Harrison had starred in his big hit, American Graffiti.
What's the little droid carrying that's so important?
But ultimately, Russell was out. Ford was in, and Han Solo blasted into film pop culture history. And can you imagine Laverne and Shirley's Cindy Williams as Princess Leia?
The plans and specifications to a battle station with enough firepower to destroy an entire system. The plans and specifications to a battle station with enough firepower to destroy an entire system.
But it was Carrie Fisher who nailed her audition, becoming the Star Wars heroine.
I got it with the proviso that I went to a fat farm and that I lose 10 pounds. And that I think they were hoping it was going to come out 5 here and 5 here.
So he slimmed down. Carrie Fisher and crew began shooting Star Wars A New Hope, which was actually episode 4. First stop, an exciting location shoot in Africa.
Exciting is hardly the word I would choose.
Yeah, the Force was apparently nowhere in sight.
We'd run into a lot of weather problems. The sets had blown down. I didn't get everything shot. It was a disaster.
I got a bad feeling about this.
At that point, I was pretty depressed, saying, boy, I've got myself in way over my head. I don't know what I'm going to do.
With budget costs rising out of control.
Say 250.
And the cast, even Harrison Ford, questioning the final product.
There's a princess with her hair and weird buns on the side and a giant in a monkey suit or something. I mean, it was weird. It was very, very weird.
Star Wars was fast becoming Star Woes.
We were all goofing around and trying to make George crack, because he really looked like he was ready to burst into tears, and you try and cheer him up.
Cut it. And. Find the passengers in this vessel. I want them alive.
Wait a minute, who was that? It certainly wasn't the voice of James Earl Jones.
George had hired David Prowse, but he said he wanted a so-called darker voice, and not in terms of ethnic, but in terms of timbre.
And bring me the passengers. I want them alive.
Another perfect casting touch for Star Wars, and now it was ready for a worldwide audience. On May the 25th, 1977, thousands lined up at Hollywood's Mann Chinese Theater to be the first to witness history in the making.
20th Century Fox and George Lucas bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars.
Mix that with the Wookiee, one of the scariest villains ever, plus 7 Academy Awards, and you have got the great Star Wars.
My whole life was changed by the opportunities that came to me through the success of Star Wars.
I expected not to ever make a hit movie. That wasn't my agenda. I certainly didn't expect Star Wars to be this giant hit, but it became such a phenomenon.
And of course, Lucas was just getting started. Coming up, the story behind the famous "I am your father" line, and who wanted to kill off Han Solo anyway? The answers are next when we continue our look back at the original Star Wars trilogy.
Can you see them on Navy swimsuits? Mix and match, they're looking real cute. I got me one, having some fun. Out on the sand, getting a righteous tan. Go get yourself some new swimwear. Hit the beach and let down your hair.
Swimwear for the family, starting at $10.
Old Navy swimwear.
Only at Old Navy.
Old Navy swimwear.
Inside all of us is a body in motion, just waiting to move. Propel Fitness Water from Gatorade, made for bodies in motion.
I got back into my favorite jeans. I had a really good hair day. I asked my doctor about Botox Cosmetic.
Talk to your doctor or find one at BotoxCosmetic.com. The one, the only Botox Cosmetic.
Are you ready?
How do you feel between Reese's Cups?
That first one was so good that I can't wait to get to the second one. With the chocolate and the peanut butter together. Can't talk to me right now. 1 second. Busy. No, one's not enough. Not for me, no.
Life's good between Reese's Cups.
In March of 1994, my beautiful son Tyler was murdered
by a person that I trusted to care for him.
Carrie Jager then worked to change state law to increase penalties on child abusers who kill a child, so they serve at least 25 years in prison.
Antonio Villaraigosa was the only no vote in the Assembly against the Tyler Jager Act. It is very difficult for me to understand how anyone could not support a law aimed at keeping child killers behind bars.
When you've been recognized by J.D. Power & Associates as the most dependable heavy-duty full-size pickup truck, there's no need to be bashful. GMC Sierra, professional-grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
Feeling very much like Luke Skywalker now with my own Star Wars trench here, right in the middle. What moviegoer didn't fantasize about being a lightsaber-wielding stud like Luke, saving a princess in distress? After Star Wars rocked our worlds, we wanted more, and George Lucas was happy to oblige.
About a month after it was released, I said, okay, it's a hit. I can now go ahead. I can make my other movies. I'm going to do this.
With the phenomenal success of Star Wars, George Lucas was ready to tackle his next chapter. Wanting to be more independent of the studio system, Lucas decided to finance The Empire Strikes Back himself, creating an immediate problem.
It was just too hard to set up a company, get the money, get the film made, and also be down there on the set every day trying to direct it. So I decided I'd hire a director.
And for that, he turned to his own USC film professor, Irvin Kershner, who agreed to direct, but wanted to do it his way, which meant a film that was much darker in tone. When the cast and crew arrived in Norway, which served as the ice planet Hoth, the weather was happy to comply, dropping to 20 below zero.
So we put the camera in the doorway of the hotel, going out the back door. The crew was all inside, toasty warm, and Mark had to go out into the snow and go running away from the ice creature. And we never left the doorway.
In the 1 year since Star Wars, industrial light and magic had come a long way, creating tauntauns, snow speeders, and the dreaded Imperial walkers with a finesse never before seen in film. What they were left with was a battle scene second to none.
Echo Station Box 7, we're on our way.
As seen in the Star Wars Trilogy DVD box set, the most demanding special effects came with the film's newest member.
I feel like
we're being watched.
Away with your weapon. I mean you no harm.
Miniature Jedi Master Yoda, who was expertly manipulated by puppeteer Frank Oz.
I remember Kirsch was talking to me, but he wasn't talking to me. Sometimes talk to Yoda. I'm saying, Kirsch, I can't hear you. I'm down here under the floor.
Look a bit more towards the lens.
Now, they couldn't hear above, and Mark couldn't hear Frank Oz. How do you do a scene? You can't hear each other. I give Mark a lot of credit for this.
I had an earpiece where I could hear.
Oh, many years have you ever...
That was like a real leap, because if that puppet had not worked, the whole film would have been down the tubes. It just, it would have been a disaster.
While the special effects were growing by leaps and bounds, the actors themselves were becoming more attached to their roles, even questioning their lines.
George had scripted an exchange between Princess Leia and Han Solo, which went like this. She said, "I love you," and Han Solo said, "I love you too." And it kind of seemed to me that we weren't taking advantage of the character that we'd established for Han Solo.
So Harrison tried it his way, and he was right.
I love you.
I know. And he dropped in, and I say, "Cut." I said, "Yeah, that's a great line. That's Han Solo."
You are beaten. It is useless to resist.
But there is a line in the film that the actors didn't even have access to, right up until the camera rolled.
It was kept as a secret. Nobody knew.
Well, Mark knew, but he was the only one who knew.
Don't make me destroy you.
Everybody on the crew believed the real line was,
You don't know the truth.
Obi-Wan killed your father.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
And I screamed, no! No!
You know, James Earl Jones was the first one to actually learn the truth, besides Mark.
When I first saw the dialogue that said, Luke, I am your father, I said to myself, he's lying.
The Empire Strikes Back opened on May 21st, 1980, and Lucas recovered his $33 million investment within 3 months. While Empire went on to gross $534 million worldwide, Lucas was already thinking about Return of the Jedi and was worried about one of his stars.
I thought Han Solo should die. I thought he ought to sacrifice himself for the other two characters.
Thankfully, Lucas won that argument, and the cast, crew, and puppeteers got down to business, which meant creating more monsters like the Rancor. And the infamous Jabba the Hutt.
I got to kill Jabba the Hutt, but I was still much more concerned about the slave girl outfit and what I was going to do about exercise.
Carrie needn't have worried. There was plenty of exercise to be had, including a speeder bike chase through the forest moon of Endor, filmed in Northern California. And an alliance with the furry Ewoks against the Galactic Empire, fully cast with little people.
He said, look out!
With the Death Star destroyed, the Empire in ruins, the Emperor dead, and the galaxy free, Return of the Jedi opened on Wednesday, May 25th, 1983, exactly 6 years from the day that Star Wars made its debut. Making $6.2 million on its first day, it was the biggest box office opening in history. And Lucas, for the time being, was content.
I had made the decision after Star Wars that I had certain goals in my private life. One was to be independent of Hollywood. The other one ultimately was to have a family. I finished Return of the Jedi. I figured that was the end of it for me.
I guess 3 films weren't enough for Lucas after all. And straight ahead, the prequels, including the pivotal moment in the final Star Wars we've all been waiting for. Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader.
Surprise, sundown to sunrise, dance all night. We gonna dance all night, cause it's TJ.
And now there's one more way to enjoy a Diet Coke. Diet Coke sweetened with Splenda.
Tonight on The Contender, it's down to the final 4. And for one, a second chance to be a champion. Then on Criminal Intent, a candidate for governor has a little problem.
How about I throw another complication at you?
And on the Crossing Jordan season finale, when a sniper's hunting cops, stay out of the crosshairs.
You can end this right now.
You're right.
All New Contender, Criminal Intent, and the Crossing Jordan season finale, NBC tonight.
4 years ago, Jim Hahn smeared Antonio Villaraigosa. Now he's at it again. This time, Hahn is taking one vote out of context. Villaraigosa, the father of 4 children, voted for a tougher bill, a stronger bill. A bill that also increased penalties to 25 to life, but went even further, eliminating parole for first-degree murderers who kill a child. Law enforcement knows the truth. That's why police officers, prosecutors, and Sheriff Baca all support Antonio Villaraigosa.
Owning an unreliable car can affect your entire life. At Superior, every used vehicle is certified pre-owned. Carfax report, itemized certification inspection, 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty. All standard practice.
You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
A classic moment from 1983's Return of the Jedi. Now, fans thought that was the end of the series.
And they had to wait 16 long years before they got another Star Wars fix.
Right now, we take a look at the prequel.
what was originally written in the backstory is basically the story of Anakin and all the central characters and how they all fit together.
And so episode 1 began by introducing us to our main characters. Liam Neeson starred as Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn, and Ewan McGregor donned the robes of his apprentice, the legendary Obi-Wan Kenobi.
On the first day, I'll never forget dressing up as Obi-Wan Kenobi and wearing the Jedi stuff.
Samuel L. Jackson, a longtime Star Wars fan, took his seat at the head of the Jedi Council as Mace Windu.
I'm really so proud that I'm finally a part of this series of films that I'm bursting.
And Natalie Portman became Padme Amidala, the Queen of Naboo and future mother of Luke and Leia. And while she was never a big Star Wars fan, she liked the part.
I will sign no treaty, Senator.
I think it's a really good image for young girls to have of this, you know, really strong, intelligent female leader.
But the choicest and arguably the most difficult role went to 9-year-old Jake Lloyd, whose Anakin Skywalker would marry Padme, father Luke and Leia, then become the galaxy's most feared villain, Darth Vader.
It is going to be a very big film, and a lot of people are going to like it.
Well, Jake was partly right, with the film making $925 million worldwide, but despite dazzling special effects and Darth Maul's double-sided lightsaber, which was, well, really cool, fans and critics widely panned the computer-animated Jar Jar Binks as annoying, and Jake Lloyd is too cute to be the future Dark Lord of the Sith.
Wipe them out, all of them. The gun this Cold War has.
We're keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
In Attack of the Clones, the boy Anakin had aged 10 years, and the task of giving us our first glimpse at his dark side fell to a 20-year-old Hayden Christensen.
He has a little edge to him, which I needed for Darth Vader.
The boy has exceptional skills.
His abilities have made him arrogant.
After the film was finished, my brother, who was, you know, a big Star Wars fan growing up, you know, said that he kind of wasn't even aware that his little brother was you know, playing Darth Vader at times, and that was a kind of nice compliment.
But the new Anakin also had the task of romancing a much more mature Padme.
The whole time she's sort of like, no, I can't do this, but yet she's just like, you know, pulling down her shoulders.
Right.
Very, very girl thing to do.
You're impossibly outnumbered. I don't think so.
You know, I've been waiting all my life to have a big sword fight in a movie or somewhere, and here it is.
After keeping solemnly still in The Phantom Menace, Samuel L. Jackson cut loose as Mace Windu in Attack of the Clones. Mace's ace? A one-of-a-kind lightsaber.
Good guys are green and blue, bad guys are red. That's just the way it works.
The purple lightsaber, how'd that come about?
I actually wanted to, you know, be able to pick myself out in the crowd.
Oh, come on.
Well, you know, in a battle scene like that, I mean, it's just lightsabers. You know, it's a whole bunch of, you know, green and blue lightsabers out there. It's like, oh, there I am. I'm the purple one.
Obi-Wan!
Hello, Dex. Ewan McGregor returned for more as Obi-Wan Kenobi, now a Jedi Master, and he had his own idea of how the series should end.
Go and find her.
Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
It's got to culminate in an enormous lightsaber fight between Hayden and I, which should cap all the sword fights in all the other 5 movies.
Every single Jedi is now an enemy of the Republic.
This is the story that I think everyone wants to see.
I'm not the Jedi I should be. I want more.
It's going to tie up a lot of loose ends. And that's what people want.
Who could have done this? Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Finally, after 5 movies earning $3.4 billion worldwide, Anakin Skywalker's transformation into Darth Vader is almost here in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
You were the chosen one!
Everything is there, you know, it's Anakin becoming Darth, it's a republic becoming an empire. Everything is on such an epic, you know, level that I think it's really going to pay off for the audience.
You're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
It's so different from all the others. It's darker, it's Definitely more adult, bloodier, for sure.
Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
Vader is the big black icon, you know, perhaps the darkest, most villainous creature in the movies.
Rise.
The crucial moment when Darth Vader first appears is sure to send chills.
I mean, it was a very big event when we actually put Hayden in the suit.
Take me to that moment when you actually get to put it on. There's the scene. You're on the platform.
There's something about acting behind a mask, and then having that mask be the face of Darth Vader is extremely empowering, you know. He just feels almost beastly.
That was a special day.
It was a very special day, one that I'll never forget.
Donning Vader's black suit and helmet, Hayden earned not only the title of Sith Lord, but acts as Hollywood's breakout star.
It was a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. You know, I was a fan of the trilogy.
But before his ultimate fall to the dark side, a 21-year-old Hayden Christensen had the daunting task of convincing millions of Star Wars fans that he could pull it off.
I tried just to not think about it and project my thoughts there and focus on the work.
And focused on the work he has. Following Attack of the Clones, his performance as the angst-ridden and self-loathing son of Kevin Kline in 2001's Life as a House showed he had range as an actor.
I did say he could go.
Is this everything? Mom, please, tell him.
It's a very character-driven piece, which was important for me to do after a film like Star Wars. I'm not a criminal, Chuck.
But it was his 2003 performance as disgraced New Republic journalist Stephen Glass in Shattered Glass that set critics abuzz and proved that this young thespian can deliver without special effects.
In Star Wars, you're oftentimes playing the characters that aren't there. And in Shattered Glass, obviously all of our, stimuli was there for us to react to.
Now 24, Hayden is learning to deal with the fame that comes with being the most famous movie villain in history. You've done a good job of trying to distance yourself in a sense of material from Star Wars. Is that a conscious effort for you to try to do that?
I don't really make my choices to sort of counteract any sort of public opinion. It's just about what is enjoyable and what's fun. That's sort of where the buck stops.
One fringe benefit to working on a Star Wars film, your own action figure. Coming up next, the merchandising. We look at the billion-dollar business of Star Wars. Plus, cool special effects next.
This is no place for bumps or dimpled skin. New Nivea reshaping treatment is clinically proven. Active soy extract and coenzyme Q10 work fast to help boost collagen production and bring problem areas back into shape in 3 weeks. New reshaping treatment from Nivea.
Something smells good. Delivery?
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
DiGiorno? Get out. You fixed the oven. You fixed the oven? You are handy. I'm calling Mother.
Pizza?
Introducing DiGiorno Microwave Pizza. Rises up golden brown in minutes. For oven-baked taste in a hurry, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Microwave.
Microwave, huh?
At least I fixed something.
Get me 12 eggs, 2 six-packs, soda, 7 grain bread, 5 lines,
12 eggs,
peanut
2
butter.
six-packs, soda, 7 grain bread, 5 lime, powder butter, 6 of you. Trying to cut down on phone time.
Could you pick me up at 6, please? I want to go with the hot Shannon. Stay out this hovel, please. At a police assistance 1.
Absolutely not. We read home by 10:10. It's going to be
10:45.
Why here 10?
Give me 10:30.
I'll get it rounded.
Okay, fine. 10 it is.
Is your family wireless plan costing you a fortune? Come to T-Mobile, where families talk free.
Free?
Free.
And now get more whatever minutes than ever. 500, just $49.99.
T-Mobile, get more minutes.
Because the new Dyson rides on a ball, it turns and maneuvers unlike any other vacuum. So now, turning your vacuum is as simple as a turn of your wrist. production.
Remember, Mom, your toddler's stomach is only about the size of her little fist. That's why Gerber Graduates Garden Mashers have a third less sodium than the leading flavored instant mashed potatoes. Plus, a full serving of veggies. Make every bite count with Gerber Graduates.
Icebreaker's liquid ice? Thanks. Ooh, I think it's liquid. You're probably right. It's a tiny liquid mint. I'm wrong. You're right. It's ice. It's liquid. It's ice.
It's both.
It's liquid. It's ice. It's Icebreaker's liquid ice.
Now this one, you said, all right, beautiful? Off you go. Try one with no accent. I love it.
Chewbacca doing a little moonlighting on the side. The Star Wars merchandising machine has raked in about $9 billion thanks to endorsements, tie-ins, and thousands of collectibles like this high-tech lightsaber. That is a lot of ka-ching for George Lucas, but is it all too much? We check out the business of Star Wars.
Darth Tater to me is on the edge, but it's also very funny.
Darth Tater on the edge, come on.
Yes, you heard right. This is Darth Tater, and based on the press it's received and store demand, Mr. Darth Taterhead is the breakout new Star Wars toy out there.
We've learned that putting two icons together with Star Wars really works. Star Wars and Lego. Star Wars and Mr. Potato Head.
Careful, Luke. We've got company.
X-Wing fighter and action figure sold separately.
Movie merchandising is nothing new. George Lucas practically invented this nearly 30 years ago.
These humans will never be able to resist such a delicious temptation.
But for Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars characters are, for the very first time, being shielded outside of the Star Wars universe. Want to wash down those M&Ms?
This summer, grab a Diet Pepsi and see Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
And then there's this ad for Singular.
Exclusive Star Wars ringtones and downloads created just for Singular.
Why is it taking so long?
Burger King has a collection of toys in their kids' meals. A giant Vader lords over this franchise with stormtroopers standing guard. Entertainment marketing expert Aaron Gordon sees all this as Star Wars overload.
It's making the characters, to me, somewhat diminished in their roles within the film.
Are you worried about crossing the line of maybe going too far?
Well, I've loosened up quite a bit over the years because they've all become cultural icons. It's not that tied into the movies anymore, to be very honest with you.
Because these promotions are $20, $30, $40 million promotions. They're extremely valuable to Lucasfilm. They're extremely valuable to any movie studio, and there's a lot of competition over them.
Money, of course, is a factor, but there is another reason why Lucas is loosening the reins, and this brings us back to Darth Tater.
Darth Tater is cute. Don't you like Darth Tater?
I do. It makes me laugh.
That's what basically the criteria is. I mean, you got to have a sense of humor about this stuff.
In making Star Wars, George Lucas also revolutionized the craft of visual effects.
There was no special effects companies in those days, and the studio's special effects department had been disbanded.
Which meant that Lucas and his effects crew had to write the rule book from scratch, including inventing their own computers and cameras. But when Lucas wrapped principal photography, he was in for a rude awakening.
They had spent half their budget, and ultimately I had about 4 shots, so it was a pretty desperate time.
But from desperation springs innovation.
George was our general. We're his soldiers, and we're all fighting this single battle to get this film out. We're going on the front lines here.
They used old war footage as a guide for the effect shots, and the results were astounding.
I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Following the first film, the effects became increasingly sophisticated. The fights during Empire were more believable. The chase scenes on Jedi, more hair-raising. Then, in 1999, Lucas and his team ushered in a new era of digital filmmaking.
The real point is how can we change the operating procedures in a way that we can completely revolutionize the way we make movies?
The answer was a process called pre-visualization, which animators would create an entire sequence on the computer, while Lucas filmed his actors against a blue screen.
You pick up pieces of shots rather than shots as a whole, and then you construct the shot later.
The process allows Lucas to create new worlds with detail unimaginable in 1977. While the original Star Wars had just 360 visual effects shots, there are 2,151 in Revenge of the Sith. The
it's like no holes barred. It's the last one, so we really pulled all the stops out.
That is very cool. All right, coming up, Star Wars style, plus the man behind the Star Wars mythology. I'm at Skywalker Ranch with George Lucas. And still ahead, the fans, how far will they go? Well, this guy named his twins, you guessed it, Luke and Leia.
Can you see them on Navy swimsuits? Mix and match, they're looking real cute. I got me one, having some fun. Out on the sand, getting a righteous tan. Go get yourself some new swimwear. Hit the beach and let down your hair.
Swimwear for the family, starting at $10.
Old Navy swimwear.
Only at Old Navy.
Old Navy swimwear.
Hey, ice breakers, liquid ice? Thanks. Ooh, I think it's liquid. You're probably right. It's a tiny liquid mist.
No, you're always right.
It's cool and refreshing as ice.
Enjoy your stay.
Thanks. You're right. I mean,
No, you're right.
I know you're right. I know you're right. I'm so wrong. It's liquid. I'm wrong. You're right. It's ice. You're right. You're so right. It's liquid. It's ice.
It's both.
It's liquid. It's ice. It's Icebreaker's liquid ice in 3 favorite flavors. He's right. He's so right.
My single most important accessory? My hair color. Garnier Nutrice Nourishing Color Cream. Rich, luscious, nourishing color. Because nourished hair means better color. And only Nutrice nourishes with grapeseed and avocado oils. So hair takes color better and holds it longer. Root to tip. And grays, not in here. So frame that face in rich, fabulous color. Garnier Nutrice. Nourished hair, better color. Garnier.
I'm not calling out of my network.
Call the manager.
On my network.
How about the maitre d'?
Not calling out of my network.
No, you got us into this mess.
No.
Worried about calling out of your network?
Okay, I'm stuck, but I'm still not calling out of my network.
I've got your network right here. Really?
With T-Mobile, you get the most whenever minutes, so you can call who you want, when you want.
Great. T-Mobile gives you the most whenever minutes, 1,000 for just $39.99.
T-Mobile, get more minutes.
With amazing new wonders, new attractions, fireworks and parades, our 50th anniversary is a celebration so big, we can hardly contain ourselves. Come join us for the happiest homecoming on Earth.
His wife is a classroom teacher, and he'll be a mayor who'll lead on education, fighting for smaller classes and expanded preschool. With innovative ideas like stopping road construction during rush hour, his transportation plan won praise from experts and the LA Times. On the council, he pushed through legislation to hire 278 new police. He'll hire more as mayor. The Times says he can get things done. The Daily News, the choice is clear. Antonio Villaraigosa, hands-on leadership straight from the heart.
Anytime you have a large costume epic, you have a vast amount of work that has to be done.
True for any film, but we're talking Star Wars here, and the costumes have become iconic themselves.
Each film has had its own challenge in terms of the amount of costumes that have made. There's an overwhelming amount of costumes.
The big guy ain't kidding. Sith costume designer Tricia Bigger had to create a whole universe worth of styles and clothes.
We've ended up using fabrics from everywhere. We bought fabrics in New York, Los Angeles, London, China, India, really all over.
And once the materials were found, sometimes months were spent designing just one of the thousands of outfits needed, like this elaborate gown worn by Natalie Portman's Padme.
When we see her in episode 2, she and Anakin are beginning to fall in love on a beautiful island in Naboo, surrounded by water, and the colours of that were very beautiful, and it was nice to be able to use those colours.
Well, the detail is so amazing. The fabrics are just incredible, and also I think there's so much attention to light.
Looking good. The costumes, the special effects, the gadgets, the characters, the stories, everything in the Star Wars galaxy comes from the mind of one man, George Lucas. Are you comfortable if through the years that you're known as George Star Wars Lucas?
Please welcome the original Jedi Master himself, Mr. George Lucas.
They didn't have any choice, really. I was always going to be remembered for Star Wars, no matter what I did after that.
It's not such a bad legacy, being forever known as the creator of the most indelible film franchise in history.
There's so many accomplishments that George has done that really has changed the business as we know it.
We did it!
I think he's done more for the medium of film than any other filmmaker ever has.
Lucas's path from unassuming teenager to film legend was forged by an unrelenting belief in his own vision.
I came up with no intention of actually becoming successful, but I did have a very strong feeling about being able to be in control of my work and not having people tamper with it.
After graduating from USC Film School, the aspiring filmmaker from Modesto, California, joined forces with rising star Francis Ford Coppola, who served as producer on Lucas's first two features, THX 1138 and American Graffiti.
I'm a ready Teddy. Well, get bent, turkey.
My first film they didn't understand, and they meddled with it after it was all finished. Same thing with my second film. The corporate entity came in and jerry-rigged with it.
Lucas's negative experiences with Hollywood studios influenced his desire to make movies on his own terms.
For right or wrong, this is my decision, and this is my movie, and this is my creative vision, and if people don't like it, they don't have to go see it.
George was the kind of maverick from Northern California, an independent filmmaker who was always extremely proud that he had very few attachments to Hollywood.
In lieu of his directing fee on Star Wars, he convinced Fox to grant him the merchandising rights, which they deemed worthless.
I managed to get control of pretty much everything that was left over that the studio didn't really care about.
Big mistake. The rights were worth billions. Lucas used the money to open Skywalker Ranch just north of San Francisco.
The licensing of the characters is a major part of how we keep this company going.
Today, the 3,000-acre facility employs 1,200 and is worth more than $5 billion, granting Lucas the holy grail of filmmaking, action, complete creative control.
I've been able to sort of follow my own path, and I've been very, very grateful for that.
Well, George Lucas wouldn't be where he is today without the extremely devoted Star Wars fans who wait in line for weeks to see his movies and snatch up all those gadgets. Coming up, we meet the ultimate Star Wars fans.
Do you know that for every dollar the state takes in, the legislators spend $1.10, and they can't fix the problem because they created it? It's important that we put our financial house in order to control our spending and to keep our taxes in check.
It's the busiest time of day, and the last thing you need in the morning is a newscast that wastes your time. That's why more and more people are switching to Today in LA. Turn to the team that delivers the three things you need to start your day off right. News, weather, traffic, period. Trust Kelly Mack, Chris Schaubel, Rachel Bosing with the power of live pinpoint Doppler, and Paul Johnson and the revolutionary Live Drive 4D. News, weather, traffic, period. Today in LA, weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. only on NBC4.
Arby's new Market Fresh Reuben sandwich. Your choice of corned beef or turkey with melted Swiss and Thousand Island dressing on toasted marble rye. It's just one of many sandwiches that'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Life is more than the basics. It's not just food, sleep, and toothpaste. It's gourmet chocolate, aged balsamic vinegar, and orchids. At Bonds, we think you should be able to get them all in one place. The stuff you need to live life. And the stuff that makes life worth living. Not just ingredients for meals, ingredients for life. Bonds. What if you could lease a new Nissan Titan King Cab for $0 out of pocket and $259 a month plus tax for 60 months? Superior. Believe it.
When you can't wait for the forecast, log on to NBC4.tv. With live pinpoint Doppler, NBC4.tv. Trust, experience.
A governor in partnership with the people to change California.
My reform agenda will bring back fiscal responsibility and accountability. You are the ones who pay the taxes and foot the bill. So help me reform California so that together we can rebuild it.
They'll take everything. Ultimate Moochers. All new Dr. Phil.
Closed captioning and other considerations for Access Hollywood provided by
What is Priya? The snack for every part of you. With as much calcium as a glass of milk, soy protein for your muscles, and chocolate to keep you very happy. 110-calorie Priya and Priya Carb Select from Power Bar. Be great.
I got back into my favorite jeans.
I had a really good hair day.
I asked my doctor about Botox Cosmetic.
Talk to your doctor or find one at BotoxCosmetic.com. The one, the only Botox Cosmetic. Are you ready?
A cool blast from an air-conditioned store. One of life's simple pleasures. Milky Way, chocolate, caramel, nougat. One of life's simple pleasures. Simple pleasures. Milky Way, chocolate, caramel, nougat. One of life's simple pleasures.
Hey, Chief, close the door. We got air conditioning. We're getting along well now. It was a little rough in the beginning. A few folks from the Star Wars and one droid from the Star Wars fan club, the 501st Legion, stopping by to show a little love for the Force. With members in 21 countries, these guys are part of a unique universe made up of thousands of fan clubs and millions of very devoted Star Wars fans.
Star Wars is really an amazing thing. It's like an epic series.
There are movie fans.
Star Wars has become such a huge part of my life. I love Star Wars.
Then there are Star Wars fans.
I made a Star Wars car out of it.
They are truly the most passionate fans in the galaxy.
It's something that I can keep going back to that makes me feel like a kid again. That's what Star Wars is for me. It's just fun, you know.
There are conventions, fan clubs, fan forces, even celeb fans.
I just saw it, actually. I saw it yesterday, and it is so awesome. There's like a secret screening for nerds.
In fact, fans are so devoted that when they dress up, sometimes their costumes are better than the real thing itself.
I actually ended up putting this thing together in about 3 months.
Since the '77 release of the original Star Wars, these fans have been multiplying faster than those clone troopers. Their devotion knows no boundaries. Joshua Cottingham had been in line for 530 hours awaiting to see Attack of the Clones when this call came in.
Hi, Josh. This is George Lucas.
Awesome. What an amazing Access Star Wars hookup when we got George Lucas on the line with Josh.
Kind of like a father figure to most of us in our early 20s.
Well, yeah, it's intimidating to think I have that many kids.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
But we did ourselves one better. In our quest for the ultimate fan, we even ran a contest and searched the cosmos.
Very good.
Some of the contenders, a Jedi Knight who sports Star Wars tattoos and had a Star Wars wedding. Another fan named his twins Luke and Leia. Yet another battled the dark side in his entry. Access viewers voted, and Jason Collier was knighted the Ultimate Jedi Master. His A Day in the Life of the Ultimate Star Wars Fan gave us exactly that.
It's not all that.
Jason hit the Star Wars zenith with our big prize, the Ultimate Hookup. We flew him from Alabama to San Francisco to meet the maker, George Lucas, at the Episode 3 premiere.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Woo! It rocks!
Wow, some of those people are really hardcore.
Ooh, they are, Tony. Remember, for all things Star Wars,
Go to accesshollywood.com.
that is going to do it for us, everybody. Bye-bye.
May the Force be with you.
On the next, Access Hollywood.
All aboard the O-Train.
I'm doing the biggest party of my life. The guest list, unreal. Santa Barbara, under siege.
The best ever.
Wouldn't-Breeze Weekend Gala. Then Private Moments, Cast Video Diaries.
How's my part next week? What are you doing this? Well, they don't pay enough on the Hollywood Squares?
Do not miss our special look back on why everyone loved Raymond. And a Nip Tuck Star's psychic reading with real-life mediums. Next, Access Hollywood.
For the first time in Ellen's studio, Jennifer Lopez. Next all-new Ellen.
We are lost.
You keep complaining.
I'm losing faith in your sense of direction.
We're on our way. Who's there?
6 girls?
6 girls.
Oh, great.